What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're having a great day. My name is EQ. Welcome to EQ Trades. Today we're going to be going over Vulcan Forged, or $PYR. Now keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I don't own any PYR and I'm not paid to do this promo. This was suggested by someone in our group. Shout out to Brian. And if you do want to come join the EPIQ Trading Floor, you can always click that link above. It does come with a free 3-day risk-free trial. And if there's any altcoins you want me to cover, just drop them in the comments below, because I want to make content that you want to see. Now let's take a look at Vulcan Forged, currently ranked 549th on CoinGecko, sitting at $2.77 with a market cap of 66 million. So this is definitely a low altcoin gem. And honestly, just looking at this right off the bat, in comparison to what we've seen with other NFT, Web3 gaming, and metaverse projects, it's actually done decently well. Most of them have been pretty fucking dead the whole time because that market is dead right now. And I know a lot of people in the comments have been getting it for other projects. They're like, why are you talking about dead projects? One, we don't know if it's actually going to be dead because we haven't seen these pumps yet in these sectors. Two, all of this is speculative anyways. So I don't have any idea. No one has any idea whether these projects will actually continue to grow going into the next super cycle. But there are a few things that we look for, like consistency in the market, news that's always being updated, so on and so forth. We'll cover that as well. Now going back into it, we're looking at a total supply of 50 million and a max supply of 50 million. So this is finite. This is deflationary. This is like a Bitcoin. There's only going to be 50 million that exist. So the overall value can definitely skyrocket. Now, in terms of chains, you're on Ethereum and Polygon, which is great. I'm a Matic fanatic, and in the categories, you have GameFi, NFT, Metaverse, DWF Labs, and gaming platform. You got a little bit of portfolio money, but not too much, but that's always a good thing to see. I'm assuming that they probably got in somewhere at this point and got their profits, but at the end of the day, this project can do, let's say, a Series B or go through other rounds of investing. And if they get more investors, then hypothetically speaking, you're going to get a lot more money injected into this project pretty damn quick. This is the Vulcan Forged website. They claim to be the ultimate Web3 ecosystem, known for Vulcan Studios, which is their gaming studio, Elysium, which is going to be a carbon neutral layer 1 blockchain, and then Metascapes, which is going to be the metaverse as a service project. Now, if you want to learn more about each one, you can always click these links. It's going to take you to each individual website so you can learn more. Now, the ecosystem is powered by PYR and Lava. We're focusing on PYR specifically. And I mean, shit, if these graphics look like this in the game, that'd be sick. Gaming made easy, 10 plus exciting Web3 games so far within their studio. And if you scroll down a little bit, here are some of the games that they're working on as well. So they do have projects that are out, which is a good thing to see. And it's not just one game, it's multiple games. So like a Gala Labs, for example. I like projects like this because they're not just throwing all their eggs in one basket. They're going to be looking to create a multitude of games and an entire ecosystem that can basically pull in, no matter who it is, something of their interest. Metascapes is looking pretty... Now, this whole Metascapes thing is pretty cool, too. The upcoming metaverse. Metascapes is broken into 4 worlds. It's going to be fantasy, cartoon, urban, and futuristic. I open this so you can take a quick look at what it would look like. So you can build worlds depending on what your NFT project is or ecosystem is or what you're looking to build in or at. You can pick whichever realm you want to be in. So if EPIQ Trading Floor, for example, I'd probably go into modern or sci-fi. I think it'd be pretty cool for that. And it is all tied in with VR and AI, which is very cool. Now, going deeper into Vulcan Forged, they do have Volcanomics, which is what they call it. So you can go through the white paper and go through everything you need to figure out in terms of tokenomics, protocol, staking, economy, funding, rewards, all of that stuff. You can even go through the Lava white paper as well, which, as you can see, that it originally was introduced as a Polygon token with uncapped supply. So I would assume that's kind of why when you go to their main website, you'll see that you can earn Lava and PYR, is because PYR is going to be their finite, deflationary, limited token, and then Lava is going to be the unlimited that they can just continuously print and use as more of a utility token. So PYR is going to be more of the storage of value asset in the Vulcan Forged realm and ecosystem, and then Lava will be your utility token that's going to be used to mint, burn, probably all that stuff, all the main mechanisms of the ecosystem. AKA, if you were investing or an investor, you're probably buying into the PYR side of things, not into the Lava side of things. So we're going to continue with that. And right off the bat, you can see on the daily, we are in a bearish crossover technically. Based on volume, there is a lot of volume hitting at this point right now. You can see based on the point of control and the VRVP, the visible range volume profile, there's definitely a lot of volume that's hitting within this range at this current moment. When you zoom out further as well, we saw something similar in the other projects that we've been looking at, especially in the gaming and Web3 space, is that you're also pulling down a little bit further and testing lower lows than what we've seen in the bear market. So in terms of long-term dollar cost averaging if you do have conviction on a project like this could be a great opportunity to buy. And again, that's if you have conviction. None of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you that this could go and do a 60x. What I'm telling you is that if you've done your research, you like the projects, you like the games, and you have full conviction, and you like something like this, the opportunity is definitely presenting itself as a great buying opportunity from a long-term perspective, because you don't want to buy the tops, you want to buy the bottoms. So right now you're basically getting in at bear market lows. And if this does want to continue to slip down, which it can, you can get even better prices than what people were getting in the bottom of the bear market, which in most cases and scenarios is great. But again, all of this is speculation, and no one is going to really know if a project like this can get the steam and the wind to blow up. But on the short term, we are seeing some impulse movement. So if this does want to break this trend, this is a long-term downtrend that we've been pretty much following since June 17th. So if price did want to break this and let's say test an SR flip and continue to move up, that could be a really good break going into the future and going into the next, let's say, year. But would I be looking at this as a project in the next, let's say, week to blow up? And again, that really just comes down to the idea of that the entire Web3 metaverse gaming space right now is just all ultimately dead. And the thing about that space is that it requires a lot of momentum and hype in order for those projects to do well. So you're going to see, so whenever that time does come, you'll see Web3 games, NFTs, metaverse, all of them kind of react similarly. That's just going to be standard within these movements. If you're looking for highs for PYR, for example, I would look at all-time highs first. So you can see that the all-time highs are some major highs that we've seen. Zoom out a little bit so you get a good idea. Yeah, see, the thing has pretty much jumped off from the beginning. So yeah, obviously the upside is really high on a project like this. There's a lot of risk involved, obviously, but let's say, for example, price went from where it's currently at to even test one of these lower highs over here. That's a 300% move. To this next high, you're looking at a 600%. And if it wanted to keep going up to, let's say, $40, which it's already been at before, you're looking at about a 1500% move. And because we like to look at the upside, we obviously want to look at the downside as well. And we're going to look at downside based on current downside value. Obviously, we can't go lower, but let's say we wanted to retest the lows. That's going to be about a 25% drop from current price. And obviously, if this wanted to continue to go down, it can. And if this floor does not hold and this fails to hold, this could really slip fast. And you could see the floor go bye-bye. So keep that in mind also on the downside. We like to watch both. But that's going to wrap up this video on PYR and on Vulcan Forged. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments section. If you have any altcoins you want me to take a look at, you can drop them in the comments as well. I appreciate you all. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you on the next video.